Every single year, hospitals around the world are battling infections that no antibiotic can touch. The medical industry pours billions of dollars into developing new drugs, and yet nature has already been quietly producing some of the most powerful antimicrobial compounds on the planet. Here's what makes this even more remarkable. Many of these compounds are found in the parts of food we toss in the trash every day. I'm your host, and welcome to NatureWise Essentials, where we explore natural remedies that are backed by real, peer-reviewed science. Today, we're diving into a fermented tonic made entirely from kitchen scraps, citrus peels, and ginger, and looking at what the research actually says about how it may support your immune system. Why this matters. Here's the problem we're up against. Antimicrobial resistance is growing at an alarming rate. These so-called superbugs have evolved to survive even our strongest antibiotics, and researchers are increasingly worried we're running out of effective options. But emerging science is pointing to something fascinating. Fermented plant compounds, particularly from citrus peels and ginger root, contain bioactive molecules with unique structural properties. These molecules can't simply be synthesized in a laboratory. They are produced through the complex living process of fermentation and bacterial activity. And the starting ingredients? You likely have them in your kitchen right now. What's in citrus peels? When you peel an orange or a lemon, you're holding the most nutrient-dense part of that fruit, and most people throw it straight in the garbage. Citrus peels are loaded with 3 key compounds that rarely make it into store-bought juices or supplements. Hesperidin, a powerful flavonoid with well-documented antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Limonene, a terpene that supports detoxification pathways and has shown promise in immune modulation research. And pectin, a soluble fiber that, when left unprocessed, becomes an extraordinary prebiotic during fermentation. The catch? Your body can't effectively access most of these compounds on its own. The cell walls of the peel lock them in. You need bacteria to unlock them. And that's exactly where fermentation comes in. What fermentation does, the science. When beneficial bacteria begin breaking down the fiber cell walls in citrus peels, a remarkable chain of chemical reactions takes place. Dormant antioxidants are activated and become bioavailable. Pectin is converted into short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs, that help regulate gut inflammation and feed beneficial gut bacteria. Limonene is metabolized into new compounds that appear to have enhanced immune modulating effects. Now, we add ginger to the equation, and the science gets even more interesting. Raw ginger contains gingerols, which are well known for their anti-inflammatory effects, but during fermentation, gingerols are converted into Shogaols, a class of compounds that research suggests is significantly more potent than gingerols in raw form. These two ingredients, citrus and ginger, don't just coexist in this tonic. They actively amplify each other's effects through a process scientists call phytochemical synergy. How the synergy works. Let's break down what the research shows when these two ingredients work together in a fermented environment. Hesperidin from citrus peels enhances your body's absorption of the active compounds in ginger, essentially making the ginger more effective. Limonene helps maintain the integrity of your gut lining, which improves how well plant compounds are absorbed into the bloodstream. Fermented pectin selectively feeds beneficial bacteria strains, the very bacteria responsible for producing immune signaling molecules. Shogaols and zingerone from fermented ginger have shown activity against certain viral replication pathways in early-stage laboratory studies. This isn't folk medicine. This is microbiology, biochemistry, and human physiology operating in concert, all triggered by a simple, low-cost fermentation process that anyone can do at home. How to make this at home. 4:15 to 5:55. Here's exactly how to make this fermented tonic with nothing but kitchen scraps and a glass jar. Collect the peels from organic oranges or lemons, about a cup's worth. Slice them into thin strips. Save your ginger scraps, the nubs and knobs you'd normally throw out. Slice them thinly. Use roughly equal parts citrus peel and ginger by volume. Place everything into a clean glass jar. Add 2 tablespoons of raw honey, which kickstarts the fermentation and adds its own antimicrobial compounds.
Add 1 tablespoon of non-iodized salt dissolved in filtered water, enough to fully submerge the solids. Press the peels and gingerl below the waterline. Cover loosely with a cloth or loose lid.
Let it ferment at room temperature for 7 days. Within 48 hours, you'll see bubbles. That's your fermentation starting. By day 5, the peels will begin to soften. By day 7, the transformation is complete. Why supplements can't replicate this. Most commercial immune supplements are built around isolated compounds, a single vitamin here and extracted antioxidant there. What they can't deliver is the full spectrum complexity of a living ferment. This tonic contains full spectrum flavonoids working together, not in isolation. Live enzymes produced during active fermentation. Probiotic bacteria strains supporting gut immune communication. Short-chain fatty acids that regulate intestinal inflammation. Synergistic phytochemical metabolites that aren't found in any supplement aisle. These compounds are destroyed during the heat and processing required to manufacture capsules and powders. That's why multiple studies on fermented botanicals show superior results compared to their isolated supplement counterparts. 2 ingredients, 7 days. That's all it takes to produce a genuinely complex immune-supporting tonic using scraps that most people throw away. If you found this breakdown valuable, subscribe to NatureWise Essentials for more evidence-based explorations of natural wellness. We translate the science so you can make informed choices about what goes into your body. Nature has encoded wisdom into the simplest ingredients. We're here